everybody.
There. Hello.
Can anybody hear me?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, it's Jesse. We're just waiting on people to show up. Just hanging there.
Woof woof.
Hello.
Hello.
Mic check, sorry.
There's a big old doggity dog.
That's my puppy, sorry.
Okay, guys, I just muted everyone for now. I'm waiting for one more person to show up who's my co-host, and then we'll get going. Hey, Marina.
Hey, Jesse, how are you?
Hey, good. Hey, I muted everyone so we could have a minute to talk. So hi,
Oh my
everybody.
God, look at you all decked out.
Oh, you know,
Let me
I
see,
was
that's
all
a-
into it. I got my,
Yeah, that's the Star Trek 4 Star Cruise
I got
shirt
the
and the
poster
Star
in the
Trek
back.
2 hat. Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
Very
I forgot to change that out when I was at my last meeting, and they're like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Just don't look at it."
Pretend you see nothing.
I mean, it's supposed to be my Emory University thing, and it's my Star Trek 4 thing. So let me go ahead and okay, all right. So Maria, I got a bunch of questions that we got just from the original post, and then just so everybody knows, I'm Jesse Okenda, if you don't know me by now. And I've been on this cruise, I feel like forever. And my co-host on Shore Leave podcast is Marina. Marina, you want to introduce yourself and just say hi? And
Hello, everyone. Yeah, so as Jesse said, I'm co-hosting Shore Leave together with him. And this is going to be only my second cruise. I'm more of a land event person, but eventually I got dragged into this as well. So I'm really looking forward to next week.
Yeah, it's I guess once I got connected to this through the Star Trek Las Vegas convention. Mm-hmm. And like they announced it on stage, and before they were done, I was at their table. So and I've never been on a cruise. I've actually loved doing the cruise and stuff. So I think through the first few moments, we're gonna have people join who actually have stuff planned on the cruise. So it may stop every once in a while. But this is not scripted at all. And but trying to organize, 50 people is a little crazy. So just bear with us. Whoever wants to share and talk, just unmute yourself and talk and ask your questions and stuff. But I do have a few burning questions that came in earlier. And if I can find them, here they are. And my computer updated on me today, right as I was starting. So like everything's kind of a little mishmash. So, so we'll forego everybody introducing themselves or we'll never get out of here. But if you end up talking, just let us know who you are so that we can put a face to a name. But one of the biggest, so Marina, you know, you've gotten this question before. So one of the biggest things, and it's like at every convention and it's no different on the cruise is, how do you manage all the events? So there's sometimes overlap and you feel like you're missing out. So like, Marina, what's your best advice for people who are like, they look at the schedule and it came out and it was like, oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
and
how
it
do I
just-
do it all?
And it's the same thing over and over again. And if you go to multiple events a year, so it's a multiple heartbreak every time. And unfortunately, the short answer is that you can't see everything, you can't meet everyone, you can't go everywhere. So it's a game of, you know, pick and choose. And yeah, I mean, it certainly helps. Some people create their own spreadsheets. Like I'm a spreadsheet person. I basically try to pick out the things that of the most interest, and then just basically try to, in the moment, if I do have some sort of conflict, you know, try to pick out what I want to see the most. Others just basically take the highlighters and just mark up the schedules, basically doing the same thing, picking out. But yeah, unfortunately, yeah, there's just no way to be in like 3-4 places at the same time. You got to pick what you really want to do the most in the moment.
I mean, just go to all the parties. That's
That's a good one, yes.
I do. So I don't even know how many pages this is, but it's a lot of pages. And so
Yeah.
like, I just go to, honestly, you've heard me say it before, I just go to where my friends are. So when my friends say I'm going here, I join them. And that's pretty much how I manage my cruise. I very rarely schedule even dinner. I know I did this thing where I scheduled dinner for people and I'm like, I don't even schedule dinner. I just show up, you know? So I don't plan, I purposely don't plan anything on the cruise because I'm on this cruise to relax. Now I've got, Marina's more of a planner and I've seen her
Yeah.
spreadsheets.
I can't help myself. I need to have some sort of guidance. And then it's fairly loose. As a matter of fact, you know, as I said, I create a spreadsheet, and then, you know, I've had events where, you know, basically the whole thing just goes out of the window because something came up, or I met up new people, or, you know, actually old friends, and we just decided, yeah, let's not do the panel, let's go and have a dinner somewhere together.
Yeah.
But it just, for me personally, I find it a little bit like, okay, at least if nobody's out there wanting my attention, and I'm not meeting anyone, at least I can go and, you know, this panel is of interest, or I have a photo up there, and so on and so forth. It helps to have some sort of guiding post. But yeah, I am looking forward to the cruise because I find them far more laid back compared to a typical convention. You know, if you've ever been to, regardless, whichever size Comic-Con, things happen a bit faster and it's a bit more packed with all the things happening at once. Whereas the cruise obviously is far more, you know, you can relax, you can sleep in, and so on and so forth.
So is anybody on here who's kind of figured out what do you do to plan your cruise, your events and what you want to go to? Feel free to share. Oh, go ahead.
I just
I
got a
usually-
bunch of skinny little tabs, little like post-it note type tabs, and I just printed out the schedule and stuck them on everything I want to go to.
Hey, Sarah, I haven't seen you in a while. Hello.
Hi, Sarah.
How are you?
Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, so that's that. I've seen that. I've seen people with, you know, they have, and I've seen that, and then I've seen people do it with their phones. Like somehow they've got something magical on their phones. I'm very old school. I just like, I put the schedule in my phone and I just let it tell me. It's like my week meetings at work. I just like, okay, I have to show up. But I don't worry about showing up late because like I'm never on time to anything on the cruise. I'll just be quite honest with everybody. So, all right, so let's go on to the next thing, because the next thing that I saw come around was autograph sessions. The little difference, Marina, in autograph sessions. So I know the convention I've been to, like usually you can go to like a vendor room and they have like headshots if you don't have something, or it's at the actor's table. But on the cruise, you don't necessarily have that. So the question just keeps coming around, well, what do I do? Like, how do I prepare for an autograph session if there's nothing available on the ship to buy?
Well, this is something that I have to admit, I'm a paranoid person. The very first convention I went to, that was one of the things I was stressing out. Like, what if they don't have anything, in the vendor room, in the shop, whatever equivalent that they have that sells these type of things. Of course, at the conventions, it is different because you do have generally much larger vendor areas where you have a choice of what to buy for signing. So generally speaking, for something like the cruise, we already know from Brad that they will have a certain number of shots or basically the actors and their characters for sale. Who knows, maybe they won't be something that you like, maybe they won't be, maybe it will be sold out by the time that you get there. So I would certainly recommend bringing something of your own. Now what that would be, it could be anything: a lithograph, a book, a plate, an action figure. Some people I know prefer to collect autographs on their photo ops, and of course we always risk the chance of that the autographs are happening before the photo ops. And I forget who it was. Somebody in one of the cruise groups actually suggested a brilliant solution to that. They would get the plastic top loader, the plastic cover that you would put your photo in, and they would have just a plastic top loader signed. So by the time that you get a photo, you put it in, you actually have a signed. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I'm getting ready for my cruise. Everything's right here.
Yeah, I've accumulated quite a few autographs. So at this point, if I do decide to do an autograph, I try to choose actually something a little bit more special than an 8x11 photo. But whatever goes, if you have a nice, I'm trying to actually think, an action figure or something, and you have a way of bringing it. I know everybody's has a lot of luggage, I'm sure. But if you can bring it over for signing, something a little bit special. Another solution is to find a nice, more or less high definition photo online and like print it at Walgreens or CVS or something. And so that way you definitely have a backup in case they do sell out at the Federation outpost. Are you doing any, Jesse, any autographs? Because I'm actually, I have like one photo up, and that's the only thing that I'm doing.
I'm not doing anything, and I don't know why. It's not that there's no one there that I don't want to get anything from, but like I really try to get this cruise to be as stress-free as possible. And when I've done like a photo op, or especially last year, 2 years ago, excuse me, when we did photo ops and stuff, I cannot stand waiting in line. Like, I know people like waiting in line because they get to talk to people, not me. I'm like, I can't. So I just said, if it's that special and I need it, like my first year I went to a convention, I got Michelle Nichols, right? And so I got that, and I got her autograph, and I was happy. But like, I'm usually like the last one to show up. I'm like, if I'm too late, I'm too late, because the lines just kill me. I just can't do it. So, and I just want this to be like fun. So, yeah.
Something that I wanted to, since we touched upon, we mentioned the photo ops, which is always the next thing on the list. Oh, something just popped up.
Yes. Okay, there we go. All
right. Oh, yeah. Don't you?
It wasn't me.
Yeah. So, basically, as many people have noticed, surely, that we have Epic Photo Ops handling the photo ops and other ticketed items for the cruise, which as an overall reaction for me is, well, thank goodness, this is excellent news. This is one of the better companies out there who do photo ops, and I'm very curious to see how they will set it up, because usually they're photo op, both the queuing and the actual photographing tends to be almost like a military operation, in a sense that you go in, you have a picture taken, and since they are the company with the Instaprint technology, you come out and your picture is right there in a matter of minutes rather than hours. So I'm sincerely hoping that they will transpose what they normally do at Comic-Cons to the cruise, and I'm kind of have high expectations of that. But that's certainly, if they do, that would certainly ease up the usual, well, I had my photos taken and now we'll have to go somewhere else on the ship to pick it up, and you have to search through the piles of photos. Hopefully that will no longer be an issue. We shall see.
They learned last year. I was
so I was thrilled when they sent out the link and I clicked and it said Epic Photo Ops. It was like, yes.
Remember, Marina, when we were there, in the last cruise we were on was right as the COVID thing started getting big. Like, we were kind of the last ship to get back without problems, right? And so they had this whole they told us not to shake hands, fist bumps, shoulder bumps. But then we went to go look at the photos and you have like 100 people all looking through the same stack of photos. On
Like
top of it.
sardines. Yeah. Oh, something else also. If you remember, there was something that was brought up as, one of the issues, because, people were asking, well, the picture didn't quite come out as nicely, and just generally for my own purposes, can I please have a JPEG? And that never eventuated for whatever reason. Again, if you notice, when you order photo ops via Epic, they give you an option, send me a JPEG. The way it works, well, I mean, you would have to have access to internet, obviously, to do that, but you have your picture taken. The moment you say, okay, that's good, there's like a little scanning code on the photos that they print for you. They scan you out. The moment they do that, the electronic copy, the JPEG, drops into your email box.
Yeah.
So that is one of those things that I really appreciate, what that Epic does. You do pay extra $10 for that kind of service, but it's something is, you had a picture taken, here's the copy, you can go have it signed.
I
And
love
also
that because then I don't.
JPEG if you so desire.
I love that because then it doesn't get messed up in my luggage. Because honestly, it gets messed up in my luggage, so I don't move it around.
I really do like having JPEGs. And speaking specifically about 2020 cruise, there were several issues. My sister and I had photos taken, and the way it was arranged, the location where it was in the main dining room was either too dark or too bright. So we had this either overexposed photos or really dark photos, and we couldn't do anything with them. So I mean, short of like scanning it and using some sort of like, I have no idea how to do that to begin with. So it certainly would be great if, not would be. I actually, the single photo op that I'm doing, I bought the JPEG, so I'm expecting it to drop as soon as I have it taken. Incidentally, that's the one with Terry Farrell dressed up as in her TOS dress.
Yeah, that one's teasing me a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the chat. So somebody asked about, do they plan Kitty? They don't plan these during excursion days. No, when you're on port, everybody's kind of on vacation. So
There's nothing going on board really.
Unless I will tell you, if it's a port day, and I'm not planning to get off the ship, not because I don't like any of the ports, but because I've been there. But like, I'm also selfish because like the whole ship's to yourself. I mean, if you got a drink package and the bars are open, I mean, I'll just stay there. So that's what I'm doing. So, all right, so I'm gonna take a quick break. So I lost him, but I know he's here. Where'd he go? Hey, Dan, there you are. I'm gonna ask you to unmute. So last time we met, we talked about Gaze in Space being on board and doing the stuff they do, but Dan wasn't able to join us, but he is here today. Hey, Dan, nice to see you.
Hello, it's good to see you. It's good to see everybody.
It's been way too long, Dan.
It really has. Like, yeah. I'm so sorry I didn't make the earlier meetings, but I think after you guys have experienced the events we have planned, you'll forgive me because that's where I've been, has been getting everything ready for the cruise. And, let me just say, there's going to be a Gaze in Space first on this cruise, which is something that hasn't happened in a while because, we've been around for a minute. And but we have something happening that we've never done before. So I am so excited for it and so excited for you guys to see and come to our stuff and participate. And, for everyone who is okay with hugs, I want to say right now, I am completely open to hugs. Please, if you see me, feel free to hug me because I miss hugs. And I will risk it. I will take the risk for an embrace.
Yeah, and Dan, I told him, so last time we met, I told him about how I started working with you guys, and I told him about that first cruise too. It was the cruise back to back, and how I just walked around the ship with a big duffel bag of Gaze in Space stuff, just throwing it around. So I am so happy that you guys come on board because I no longer work for Gaze in Space when I'm on the cruise. But I do love them, and they have been such a great addition. So Dan, I don't think everybody kind of knows where you started. If you want to kind of give us into, oh wait, I see a tribble, Dan. I see a rainbow tribble.
Where?
Robin.
Oh, this one.
Hi, yes.
Oh, yeah, there's more on the
2018. Yeah. We got him at the hotel party where you couldn't get a drink, but I got 3 of these. I got 3 of these, but I couldn't get a drink all night. So are you guys going to be at the party at the hotel at the Radisson?
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, babies.
Perfect.
I was so excited when I saw that the cruise itself is finally doing something the night before. So
Yes,
I
yes,
thought, fantastic. That means that it's not up to us to invite people. Everybody's going to be there anyway.
Yeah.
It's actually not the cruise. It's
Excellent.
the hotel.
Oh, the hotel party is wonderful. You guys make it.
Yeah.
Are
The
you going to have
hotel-
another raffle?
Yeah, the hotel this year, Dan, has like stepped up. Like, so usually we have to go and beg and they still don't do anything. But like
Yeah.
the Radisson has really stepped up, because even when I called to say, hey, what if we do this? They're like, we've already got something planned, so don't worry about it. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, they have like a DJ, bartenders, everything. It's all set. So
Nice.
Oh, there's Mike. Oh, how did I not see your cute face there, Mike? Hello.
you
All right,
see
Dan,
my teeth?
I do see your teeth. All right, Dan, I'm taking your thunder. I'll shut up now.
No. Yeah, so we will be there for the pre-cruise party, where we will, of course, have one of our Gaze in Space raffles, and we'll be giving away a bunch of, autograph stuff and some cosplay things. And we're also, for the very first time, going to do an auction where we auction off a one-on-one private ballroom dance lesson with our crew member, Stuart Hatton Jr., who is a championship ballroom dancer from the UK. And he's got the accent, folks. He was Mr. Gay World and Mr. Gay Europe at some point. Yeah, so we figured I can't include that in a raffle. That's an auction type prize. Especially since the way that everything worked out, we ended up not having a specific event where we could really kind of highlight his talents. And so I thought, okay, this will be really good and very, very exciting for one lucky person. So we'll be doing that. And yeah, we'll bring giveaways. These are the new t-shirts for the cruise. Finally, something with actual color.
There you go.
It's the first time I think I've worn something other than a black t-shirt in like 4 years.
Yeah.
So
I still have those black t-shirts, so I'm gonna have to get one.
So these will actually be one of the items in the ship store. We will also, of course, have our lovable rainbow tribbles, the keychains. Those will be in the ship store as well. And we did a new design of the big clack fans. I don't know how many of you saw. You
have one nearby?
Yes, I do. Hang on. Yes. So we introduced these in Vegas this year. And let me tell you, they are amazing. Like, oh, there's a fan.
There's a fan.
You go, girl.
Lana, good for you, Lana. Thank you.
That is awesome. So we have, so I'm actually going to we only have a few left of this design. I think we have like one red, one blue, and a bunch of gold. So I'm going to bring them down if anybody wants to grab one of those the night before. But then in the ship store, you'll find the new design, which is actually Wesley Crusher's 3-color uniform pattern with right across the top, "Live long and be fabulous." So I can't wait to see them. I haven't seen them yet because they got sent direct to the ship. So yeah, very, very excited about
Well, Dan, I missed Vegas this year, so you're gonna have to treat me special.
I believe that translates to we no longer have a red or blue fan of it. Giving them to Jesse.
So Dan, what are you doing during the week? Are you still doing like trivia, karaoke, all this stuff that you were doing?
We have this year, and I'm not sure why they really switched up programming, and they didn't put the LGBTQIA meetups in the official schedule. But so Gaze in Space is hosting 3 of those. We are also hosting Trekkie Feud. We're doing a live Trekkie Feud, and I can't tell you who the celebrity team captains are, but it's gonna, yeah.
But it's on my schedule. And just so everybody knows, so I think this happened last time. So this is why we, like, when the schedule first came out, I know everybody was excited, but you heard all of us old timers go, well, it's a schedule. We're not sure if it's the schedule. So when you get on board and you get your daily schedule, you will definitely see all the extra stuff, especially the Gaze in Space stuff. That stuff will show up on the daily schedule, pretty sure. But they always, the schedule is good because it gives you an idea of what's going on during the day, but it's going to change. So, yeah.
Yeah, and they did at least include the 3 like main events that we're doing, which in the first schedule. So, which is Trekkie Feud, which is on Monday, which is day 3 from 10 to 11 at night. Then on Tuesday, day 4, we're hosting karaoke. You really want to come to that one. I mean, just a little hint. Then we're doing a meetup. Actually, we're doing a meetup the first day on Saturday from 5:30 to 6. Another meetup on Wednesday, and then on Thursday morning, somehow I'm waking up early enough to host Boozy Breakfast Bingo again. So yeah, and it's towards kind of the end of the cruise. So apologies if I'm not exactly fresh that morning.
So I was talking to Alec, and he said you're doing this 10 a.m. walks every morning, but I told him I didn't think you'd be there.
I think it was such an admirable idea. It really, yeah, and I'm sure I'll see photos.
Yeah, definitely.
What's the meetup location for the 10 a.m. walk?
That I don't know, to be honest. I'm pretty sure it's meeting. It'll be meeting on the track, on I guess that's the pool deck. Jesse, you probably live on these ships, right?
Yeah, so the track is right above or right on the pool deck. So I don't know what the plans are, but you'll once you get on board, you'll see.
I think it's a deck above.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty, when you're on there, because it says this is the whatever round, and every time I'm on it, I'm like, well, I'm not trying to exercise, so I get off of there pretty quick. So, I will not be anywhere at 10 a.m. except my bed, but you just never know. I may show up. So, Dan, anything else going on that we should know about? Any exciting stuff or?
Well, one of the things that we learned from previous cruises is we're bringing our own printed postcards with our schedule of all of our events. So that way, when you come to the pre-launch party or any of our events on board, we'll have our own schedules that we'll give to everybody, just in case they forget to mention us in the daily update. I'm just saying, just in case. And we're also this year doing, we're going to be handing out comment cards for people, because at the end of the cruise, I think this is honestly the reason we were invited back the second time, because they saw the events that we did, and they were shocked that it wasn't just gay folks who came to our event. This actually surprised them. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of like a human thing. So after that, they said, oh, okay, interesting. And a lot of people at the end of our first cruise, well, second, not counting Jesse's. Jesse was the kickoff for us. The first one that I was on, a lot of people said to the crew, hey, that Gaze in Space, those were fun. We should have more of those. So I figured, why not make it even easier on people who may want to say that you love Gaze in Space?
Yeah.
By just handing you the card, and we'll collect them, and then we're just going to hand them all to the crews at the end.
Yeah, and I remember that first year you guys officially came on board, there was quite a bit of reconfiguration, because they would give you the smallest spot, and then all of a sudden there was no room and it was a fire hazard. So, so that worked out really well too. So
that was, seriously, that was one of my favorite moments. Was on the last cruise. We hosted bar trivia at the Schooner Bar, and I came out of the elevator walking to the area, and I was like, son of a bitch, if you're gonna move my event, at least tell me before you do. And it was like, oh no, all of those people are here for my event. Like, into the hallway, people were told they had to move because there wasn't enough space. And I was just like, for us? Amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. So anyway, I would just say Dan is very approachable. So if you want any, need any extra information, he's always willing to stop and say hi. And gosh, Dan, I don't know how long I've known you now. It's at least 7 years. Like it's
yeah. Yep. And like I said, always available for hugs. And this is also just one last thing. This will be the first cruise that the chairperson of the Gaze in Space Board of Directors, Inara, will be on. And I think Inara is in the chat now. I don't know if she wants to just say hi.
I love you, Dan. You're so crazy. He's like,
there she is. Okay.
In the chat. Let me tell you.
Wait a minute, look at this. Her Majesty. Now that is awesome.
You've met me, Jesse. I don't know if you know me already. So I'm in Germany. It's like 1:30 in the morning, and Dan says, "Oh, we have to do a Zoom for the cruise." And I'm thinking, oh, it's a group meeting, and I've been doing Zooms all day. And I'm like, okay, one last one. I pop on, and there's all these amazing Trekkies in the room. So I'm so excited. My first cruise. I'm gonna have a lot of help, definitely, to figure out how not to make the big mistakes all of you have probably made already. I'm super excited though.
I'm still well known for being cut off at the bar at 4 o'clock with the 12 o'clock departure. That was
Wait, is that a thing? Is that how you get to the 10 a.m.?
Jesse, I was going to say 11:30 in the morning. Come on.
I just know we shipped off, and at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, not even 4 hours in, I was like, they were like, you should go to your room. And I was like, okay.
You're not the boss of me.
And then we spent when we got up, we're like, okay, we didn't buy the internet, but we had to get on to see if we made it to Twitter or Facebook. And we did. So don't do that. Don't do that. So I plan to remember most of this cruise, but it's been 2 years, so I might go a little crazy. So, all right. So Dan, do you have anything else to share?
No, just can't wait to see you all. And yeah, it's gonna be amazing. Love and miss you guys. And yeah, just really looking forward to it. If you have any questions or need anything, like Jesse said, you can text me, email, whatever, I'm around. And yeah, let's get freaky, folks.
I'm also on all the social medias. So under either Minara Tabir or the Galaxis Gal. So reach out. I'm very approachable. Happy to help too.
Yeah. Yes, I know, like everybody right now, like me, my office is a mess just because I'm trying to figure out what to wear. But I'll show you. I got this for Sunday. I put this on the group, but it says, I don't know if you can see, it says, I love Jesus, but I drink a little.
Jesse, in all honesty, I did
water into wine, honey.
I did order one of those. Just
awesome.
So I'm with you.
And then Mike, Adam, he sent me this one. This says, if I'm found asleep or drunk, please return, and I'm put my ship.
No, please tell me that's a whiteboard T-shirt, because we could just wipe the room off and just pick a room. Like.
Oh yeah. You get with Adam. I'm pretty sure it is.
I know. I'm just saying, it's fabulous.
We cruised in December just to see how it was going to be, and he came out with that shirt, and I just about died. And everyone was just wanted that shirt, so it was pretty cool. But all right, so the next burning question out there is, so we have, I know I can't organize everything, so I know that there is a craft swap something or other that's been talked about, and that leads into, I know there's people who do Etsy and stuff like that. So is anybody planning on bringing anything to share or for crafts? I mean, this is kind of want to open the door and just start talking because I can't see everybody. Yeah.
Jesse, we the craft swap so far, it's planned to be on Sunday while we're in Nassau.
We have enough indoors, unless it's Jennifer from Lower Decks.
I don't know who else was bleeding in, but the
Okay,
craft
I got
swap
it.
will be on Sunday when we're in Nassau in the library at 11 a.m. Now, that's what it is so far. In the main cruise group, there is a subsection for the craft swap. Unfortunately, because it was scheduled when Faith has an excursion in Nassau, she's not going to be there, but I will. So I'll have some of her stuff and a couple other things, but that is the deal with the craft swap. It is just that, a swap. You come up to where I am and like, oh, I like this. Would you swap me for such and such? And pretty much that's how it goes.
Have you done this before, Ernesto? You've done this on the cruise before, right?
Yeah, we did it. We did it on 4. Faith is the my wonderful better half is the more crafty of us. So she actually did an entire collection of various items that, since she's going to be playing with sea lions during when it's going on.
I'll be randomly giving away around the ship.
God. At least my goddess, but actually, Jesse, if I may, I have a question for Dan.
Sure.
Dan, you've done so much with Gaze in Space that so at this point now, ECP is putting you on the schedule. I started something last year, and it's going again. I started something on 4, and it's going again this year with the Red Shirt Zombie Pub Crawl. Will be the last night of
that. Yes, that was. I almost said that was killer, but that's too easy.
It was
great. Yeah, I remember that.
So
Nice.
much. So I want to ask you, how did you get this relationship with ECP that they are now adding your, the organization's meetups?
Well, we thanks to Jesse and the fact that he volunteered to spend his own time on his own dime, since he was going to be there, and with the t-shirts and stuff and taking photos. And he also recorded a couple of quick videos. So because what we needed to do was really proof of concept. They needed to be convinced that enough people would want to attend what we do. And with the photos and the videos that Jesse returned with, it was kind of like, so here it is when it's just one guy walking around the ship with bags of stuff.
Yeah, I will say, I said, Dan, do you have some stuff that I could maybe give away? Because I knew we couldn't sell anything. And like one morning I got to my front door and there were like 2 huge boxes of and so like I said, okay, I guess I'm flying Southwest because I need to check both bags. But actually, it was a lot of fun. So you guys, I know you don't believe me, but like when I first went on the cruise, I was with friends. And so like, it was pretty simple, but my second cruise, I was just me. Right. And so I'm pretty like, if you just see me without Trekkies around or without people I know, I get real shy. And having the Gaze in Space stuff, I mean, I had the shirt on, I had the tribble on, I made my own lanyard, and everybody just kept coming up because they didn't see this before. And what was really cool is Nana was there that year and she knew Dan. And so I hooked up with Nana, who actually did her thing to get us exposure. And she showed up to some of our meetups.
How do I hook up with Nana? Just
not that way.
That is, Ernesto, that is the only secret I will not part with. Can't tell you that. Can't tell you that. But so my advice would be, if you have some really good photos from last year, put them together, have them, on your phone, And have you met Joey?
I have. I've spoken to him briefly on Facebook Messenger, but this is also a few months ago. I know he's really busy right now, so I'm not going to bother him. But I will try to corner him at one point on the ship.
I would say like the second to last day. You know, try to find him and just be like, hey, by the way, I don't know if you know, but blah 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 blah. Show him a couple of photos. He is a really, really good guy, and he's very open to doing new and different things. So
Excellent.
Of everyone at ECP, I would say definitely talk to him.
Well, Dan, you know, what would really go a real long way is if, you know, a few members of Gays in Space happen to be, you know, zombieing around with us on the last night.
I see how it works. I see how this is going.
Come on, Jesse, we're networking here. Come on.
I believe we can make that happen. When is it? When are you doing it?
Well, luckily now we have the tentative schedules as Jesse said, but last time on 4 we did it the last night, and even though most people were packing, it was the only night that didn't have a theme event. It didn't have a major party, and everything was kind of winding down.
Yeah.
So
last night is a really good night because they actually start turning the ship over for the 80s.
Yes, that was actually one of the really cool things about it. Was as we're swarming around, you know, they're taking down the banners, putting up the big cassette.
That's how you test your sobriety that last day. You're like, was that tape player there last time?
Oh, I've been testing my sobriety for the past 2 years.
It's been really.
Don't worry, liver. You'll be all right.
All right. Well, we'll definitely
don't fall off the cruise ship. You're good, right?
So I've got not a request, but Mike, who is one of my, like, we started on deck 13. I don't know what deck we hang out on anymore, but we always hang out. But he does have, like, so we were talking about autographs and what you can, you know, bring to autograph. Because I mean, I know some of us are thinking professional headshots and whatnot, but Mike, I'll just leave it to you to show what you're planning.
Yeah. So thanks, Jesse. So the group knows that is my 11-month-old lab puppy barking in the background. I cannot control that. So God bless him. He's 110 pounds, and I want to stuff him back in his crate right now. So our very first cruise, my husband and I's first cruise was. So try not to yell at him to be like, shut up. So I met Jesse. That was the first time I met Jesse. And so for anybody that's new, anybody that comes on the cruise, you're going to find your niche, right? You're going to find your people that you hang out with, right? Absolutely. Doesn't matter if it's anybody, if it's somebody, if it's 2 people, 4 people, 10 people. Long story short,
1,000 people.
1,000 people. Cruise 3 was my 40th birthday. The day I turned 30 was my birthday on the cruise. So it was Jesse, our friend Corey, a bunch of other people. So we walked through the casino, and Corey looks over and goes, oh my God, I know that person. And if you know who Corey is, you know who I'm talking about. So we walk over. I look over and I see Jonathan Frakes, Denise Crosby, Marina Sirtis, like the entire Next Generation cast. So we're talking, we're not involving them, right? So okay, let me finish my story. So, it's hard to do that. So long story short, I'm like bumped up against behind Jonathan Frakes, and I look at Jimmy and I say, Jimmy, do you want to meet Jonathan Frakes? I'm standing right next to him. He goes, you can't do that. I'm like, it's my birthday. I can do whatever I want. So I politely tap him on the shoulder, and I'm like, Mr. Frakes, my husband, blah, 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 blah. He goes, it's your birthday? You can have whatever you want. Next to him is Denise Crosby. This is the picture from that night. So from an autograph perspective, keep it simple. Like, you don't have to bring the whole like with all that stuff. Something like this. So what I did is I have 2 of these. I'm going to sign one for her, and she's going to sign one for me.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Well,
sorry.
and-
Sorry for my dog in the background.
Well, you know, I didn't know your dog was so loud. I knew he was big.
Oh, he's at his sexual maturity right now, so all he does is bark.
Well, I have my lab mix that I had to go put in the backyard because she heard your dog, and I think they were trying to get along. So
Sorry for all you dog owners who are not on mute.
Well, thanks, Mike. I really appreciate that. So, so anyway, so you got information on the craft swap. And then definitely if you've got truck stuff or any stuff that you share, I mean, you know, the cruise doesn't want you coming on and selling stuff on there, but you can come and share what you do and exchange information. One of the next things, and it just came up on the chat, was about, okay, so how do you communicate on a ship, right? Because let's say you didn't get the internet, which I didn't my first year, but you want to keep in touch. And so like, I mean, sad to say, like, Royal does have their app, right? And actually it's pretty decent. Like now you do everybody who's been on a cruise before, remember when we did the emergency drills and we had to go to special sections? They don't do that anymore. What they do is you have like 4 or 5 videos that you watch on your phone, and then you just have to show up to your station so that you know where it is, and then they check you off. So you can get that done. And if you do it as soon as you get on board, we'll leave early. Because like the last cruise I was on, there was like a holdout where they did all their videos, but they never reported to the mustard station. And then they had like 4 or 5 different cruise people hunt this person down. So they're serious. Like they're not leaving until everybody has checked in. So do the thing on the app. You can do it like the day you're going to the terminal. You don't have to like wait till you're on the ship. Look at all the videos. It'll check you off. And then when you get on the ship, look at what letter you are on your card, right? So this is from cruise 4, and I don't have my glasses on, so it's on there somewhere. but you go to your station, they check you off. It takes 2 seconds for them to get your name and check you off, and then you're done with it. You don't have to do it anymore. But that is actually the best part of the app. So for those of you asking about messaging on the app.
If I may interrupt very quickly.
Go ahead, yeah.
Also. Yeah, very quickly. I remember before the 2020 cruise, there were a lot of questions because people would find out, they're like, how do we know which station we're supposed to go to? Because you don't really know it until, I forget, at some point. And then of course, as Jesse said, it gets printed on your card. This is mine from 2020. So mine was A04. The useful thing about the app is that they actually show you the location on the maps. You don't have to kind of wander about looking at the signs. Where am I supposed to go? You just click on the map and it tells you, here it is. Here's the D5 or A4 or B7 or whatever it is. So yeah, app is certainly very useful in that regard.
And it's on your app. It's on your card. I mean, you'll know where to go. But here's the thing about the app. Like, and guys, I am very honest. I don't work for anybody except myself, right? So the messaging thing on the app stinks. Like if you're all excited because there's messaging and it's like 10 cents a day or whatever. I think it's $13 for the week. And you think that you're going to have this like WhatsApp or Messenger and it's going to be really cool. No, like you have to have everything but like somebody's blood type to add them to the app. So you have to know their reservation number, their cabin number, how to spell their name. I mean, you have to know everything before you can add them. Now, if they're in your cabin, they get added automatically. But if you think you're going to use it to like meet people, you're not. I'm just going to be honest. So then you're back to what I did my first year is the whiteboard. And so I just told everybody where my room was. And if we wanted to connect, we just went to each other's room and we read the notes on the whiteboard and we did that. There is no central place of leaving messages unless, I mean, I guess you could do it at the front desk for if you know the cabin number, but they are not, when we ask, they just don't want to be responsible for these messages that may or may not have personal details, right? So I can understand them not doing that. But actually, me buying the internet, not only because I keep in touch with what's going on at work, but because it helps me keep connected to other people who possibly bought the internet, right? And so while it's like, what, $15, $18 a day or whatever it is, the ability to communicate is good. If you were on the first cruise and you had the internet, you remember it's like a 14.4K modem. and you're really young if you don't know what that is. The internet has gotten so much better. Like when I was on my last cruise in December, I was able to like stream stuff, you know, and I could see things. So it's much better now. When they say that their whatever they call it on there is the best, it really the best I've seen on a ship. I'd recommend getting the internet. You can get the internet and then the internet with streaming, just a simple internet to just keep connected, right? You can try to use the app if you have the fortitude to go through all the stuff you have to go through, but so sadly the options are few, right? It's like notes back and forth on your door, or maybe there's a group of you and one person gets the internet and you share it if you know you want to do it that way, but just be prepared not to have a lot of communication unless you have some sort of internet connection.
Is it, Jesse, can I ask, once you go through the rigmarole of getting your people into the app, does the app itself work reliably?
No. So once you go through the, you know, torture of adding someone and they message you, you inevitably are going to meet up with that person and they'll say, did you get my message? And you'll probably get the message right as they ask you if you got the message. So it's very delayed. It's very, and I mean, I'm in technology and I have my reasons why I think it's delayed, but like, you know, neither here nor there. All I'm saying is like, you know, don't trust the internet. Don't trust their app, not because I don't, you know, believe in their app, but just because I've already gone through the trouble. So don't go through trouble. So I see a hand raised by Katie. Do you have your hand raised to ask a question? Everybody got quiet. Katie, are you talking?
Doesn't seem to be.
Yeah.
You're muted.
Yeah.
It might be muted. No, she's unmuted. All right, well, we'll move on. So that was, any more questions about the app now that I've given it such a high 5-star rating?
How about now?
Oh, there you go, Katie. Thank you. There you are.
Sorry, I'm not used to doing it on my phone. So I got the internet package for one device. I noticed that there were multiple device options. So the question is, if I bring my phone and I bring a computer and I wanted to be able to check emails on my computer, is the internet good enough to be able to like hotspot a computer for a few minutes, or are they really strict about how many devices are used?
They're strict about it. You basically, you'd have to disconnect your phone and then connect your laptop, and then to go back you have to do the other way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just one device per.
You can
at a time,
like,
but I could switch back and forth.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can.
So
okay, great.
Yeah, what'll happen is like you'll be connected on your phone and then you connect on your laptop and it'll just disconnect your phone, to be quite honest. It follows your login. So.
Oh, that's perfect, because I need to be able to do some work stuff on my computer, but I'd rather my phone be the main thing.
Yeah, yeah, but just remember, when you just tip to that I've learned, they do ask you to get a username and password. And if you're like me, you pick a really silly username and password you'll never remember. So like, don't do that. So,
thank you.
No problem. All righty. So Cindy, do you have a question? I see your hand up. Oh, you're on mute, Cindy. There you go.
There I am. Okay, on embarkation day, I can say the word. Should I put my toga in my carry-on, or do you think we'll have our luggage by then? How slow are they getting on getting the luggage to us?
When do we leave? Is it 4 or is it 4?
4, yeah. 4
I can't be, I'm not royal. I'll tell you from my experience that the party starts like at 10, right? You'll have your luggage before then, right? I can't imagine that it'll be that long. They're pretty quick. So you won't have your luggage right as you walk on the ship, but you know, it's always shown up 2-3 hours after you leave, because it's on the ship. By the time you actually leave, the luggage is there. It's just the porters getting it to your door. So you should be okay.
Okay, and they also said that we would have our card on our door. So that means when we're going through the line to get on the ship, we don't have to go over and get our card before getting on the ship.
Right. So, and I just went through this. So what'll happen is they're all mobile now, right? So they'll probably still be careful about who they let in the terminal. So when they say show in at your check-in time, they mean it because they're trying to space out how many people are actually in a terminal. But once you get to the terminal, you'll show like your vaccination stuff, your test, your passport to get into the terminal, and then you'll show it again to check in. And once you're checked in, you're gonna feel like you haven't checked in, but you have. So once they let you through and get on the ship, you go straight to your room and your card is on your room door. Yeah.
Okay, and Marina, are we having our Borg Kitty shirt day?
We might. I haven't decided if I'm bringing that shirt yet, but I might.
Okay, well, if you decide, text me and let me know so we can both be wearing our Borg Kitty shirt.
You
I
got
got it because she had one, so
Awesome.
that was it.
Awesome. Well, thank you. All right. So I think, Jamie, do you have a question?
I'm James from California.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is my first cruise. I love this Zoom. Reminds me of school. Anyway, you said something about a passport. Do we have to have a passport?
So the recommendation, so this is why I've been on too many cruises. So the recommendation is yes, because you're going to be leaving the country at some point. So passport is good to have. But if you don't have a passport, your whatever it's called, ID. So like, you know, the new IDs that you have to even fly on a plane, right? So you have to have like your license and your birth certificate. So and just if you don't have your passport, make sure you have your birth certificate together with your real ID license and then or ID, and then you'll be fine.
They're not requiring real IDs yet. So.
Oh, cool.
Who are you?
How are you? I had to give him my link because I couldn't figure out how to give him a link to the meeting. So I copied both our names down. So
no worries at all.
I'm the real Jamie, god damn it.
Hey, I'm just happy you're sharing because I saw some messages, but I wasn't able to get to all of them. So all right, so I've got another hand raised. Rizal, is that your name?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's right.
Please.
So I have this boarding and wellness check appointment. Is that the same as check-in?
Yeah.
That is a check-in.
Yeah, so like, don't let that scare you. They are not going to do like a physical exam with you in the middle of the terminal. It really is just showing your vax card, showing.
Bend over and cough, right?
No, none of that. It is none of that. It is. No, it's just basically making sure that you have all your documentation ready before you board. So, and then if you guys haven't caught on this, so last time I went on a cruise, like you had a mask indoors, right? And there was like all these extra protocols because of COVID. But you guys saw RCL's kind of letting loose on their masking. So you're not going to be required to mask all indoors. So here's the thing, they say, you don't have to mask indoors where it's a vaccinated only area, but because our ship is all vaccinated, that means we don't have to mask at all indoors. You're free to mask if you feel more comfortable, but everyone is required to be vaccinated and have a negative test when they board. So, so they're not going to require us to have masks on board, which is going to mess up some of your cosplays because I know you worked it in, but you know, I think you can figure it out. So Ernesto, you have another question?
Actually, I just wanted to touch on something for Cindy about getting the luggage. I learned the hard way last year not to bring something that you shouldn't. I didn't realize, yeah, not like that, you pervert.
I've heard this story. Go ahead.
No, I didn't realize, you know, our first cruise, I decided to buy a portable steamer to bring it along. Yet no. And that was the reason why we didn't get our luggage until pretty much late that first night. So if you're worried about, if you want your luggage, make sure that, because they're going to scan it, make sure that there's nothing questionable.
So can I add to that for a minute, Ernesto?
Yeah, absolutely.
Please do not pack a steamer. It doesn't matter if it's this big, this big. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Because
matter.
what happened on the last one on 4 was all of our luggage showed up and Jimmy goes, where's my luggage? And I had forgotten that I snuck a steamer into his luggage and I tried to pack it. I tried to hide it. We had to go all the way down to 1. There were other things involved inside of the luggage that they didn't see.
I'm assuming that's a good thing.
Well, once they got their luggage back, I'm sure.
It was for me.
No, yeah, no.
I love you guys.
No, the moral of the story really is they do scan every single piece of luggage. So you're best off not trying to figure out how you can sneak something in. And
there is I believe it's on the RC website of lists of things that they will not allow you to bring on board. Double check that before you pack, and you should have your luggage before dinner time.
Yeah. And so along the same line, so the question keeps coming up of what can you bring on board? What drinks can you bring? Let's just be honest. People want to bring their own booze because it's cheaper, I know, but you can bring, okay, and it's 2 bottles of wine per room, not per person.
It's wine or champagne, Jess. They just don't want you to bring spirits.
Yeah, don't it can't be a bottle of Captain Morgan. It's wine or champagne, something like that. And it's per room, and they do charge you to bring it on board. So
oh, I didn't know that.
Don't oh yeah, it's like 15. They call it a corkage fee. It's like $15. So
I didn't pay last time.
well, you might be lucky, but I know they have it on the site that they do a corkage fee, and I knew
on the site they have that. Sorry, on the site they have that, but sometimes they don't do it. So
Yeah.
I mean,
That's all. Take it to the dining room. If you open it in your room, they don't charge you.
Right.
Oh, well, there you go. So that might I don't know because I've never brought it.
They did, right. When we went to Izumi, they did charge us for the Chateau Picard, but that's okay.
So so just like again,
another question, Jesse. Do they taste said liquid in said bottles?
I totally know where you're going, and I'm gonna say I don't know.
I think it's a valid question. I'm just saying.
Flavored lube does not count.
I'll just say that there are quite a few YouTube videos with cruises, and that's all I'll say. Because I keep getting them, and I'm like, I do not want this. I don't want these videos, and I don't even want to try. But the thing that I think most of us who've been on all the cruises kind of didn't figure out. So when we were Norwegian, we couldn't bring anything. Like we could bring the wine, but nothing else. But like Royal lets you bring like a 12-pack of soda, of pop, or Red Bull. You can bring a 12, but you have to carry it on. So like you're carrying this big case through you until you get to your room.
Isn't that Carnival, not RC?
No, that's Royal.
Oh, it's Royal too.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you can bring 1 case per room of stuff and of non-alcoholic beverages, right? And if you don't have like the beverage package, that might be something you want to do. The other thing with the beverage package is because this comes up too. So like it's not, so if you don't have a beverage package, you're not going to dehydrate on board, right? So you get water, juices, coffees, and teas. I think, and I don't know if I'm missing anything, but that's what you get. So when you're in a dining room, that's what you can have if you're not on a beverage package. And go ahead. Yep.
Sorry, can I make a recommendation?
Yeah,
if you have that beverage package, make sure you can actually order water for the room, right?
Mhm.
So make sure if you have that proper package, make sure you order the water for the room ahead of time. So it's in the room. So when you go on excursions, you have the water with you. You don't have to go to the dining hall. You don't have to go to anything else. You have the water with you. That's key. That is absolutely key.
Yeah,
that'll definitely be key for 6 because nobody wants Montezuma's revenge.
And the other thing,
how do you do that? How do you order water for the room?
You just talk to your steward.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so,
they-
when I get on
they'll-
ship.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
you don't have to have the alcoholic beverage package. If you have the beverage package, the Coke, the tea, the water, it's a new thing this year, right? Just talk to your steward and say, I have this package. He'll look at your key. He'll make sure, say you want a 12 pack, 24 pack. He'll make sure it's in the room. Happen on 3, 4. Hopefully it'll happen on this one.
Yeah, and
Perfect, thank you.
the water is like
Thank
the
you, Mike.
water's like cans of water is what I remember. I mean, there are bottles I think you can get, but I've seen cans.
No,
of
I
water.
asked for 20-ounce bottles and the steward brought them.
Oh,
So
yeah,
he brought us 2 24-pack. 20. We had so much water. We like, I don't know what to do. Like,
Might not be,
Yeah,
yeah. Might not be bottles anymore. The bottles, these are 12-ounce or larger cans.
Yeah, they've done something weird. Last time I went, you could get bottles or you could get cans. If you didn't ask for bottles, you got cans because you know how they're starting to try to be real safe and stuff. So, but
I just meant like the regular water, you know, the plastic. Sorry, not, you know.
Oh, no. And I would say that this is a good kind of segue. So like, you know, just get to know your steward. So a lot of us are, I don't know, some of us like don't even know who it is, but like I like to get to know who the person is. I leave them candy, I leave them tips, you know, because I mean, basically, I don't make my bed every day. So that's the cruise is really nice because the bed's always made and it's comfy and the room looks clean. I mean, and I tell you, with us, let me just say, I've been in some rooms that have been all sorts of colors because of the paint, right? So I've been in a blue room, a green room, a purple room, like, we mess up those rooms so bad with our costumes and our makeup sometimes, and they just clean it up like nothing. So treat them right because they are taking care of us, right? So, and I know we wanted to talk about, so we talked about the wine, blah, 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 and then we talked about that. So that's all the questions I really had. So the last thing that came up, and so you guys, just so you know, the reason the group, so it's me, Bill, James, and Francis. There's 4 of us that kind of manage that group. And we early on said, hey, we don't want to like extra stuff going on, right? We just want people to concentrate on the cruise. And these past couple of years, it's been hard because you can't just concentrate on the cruise unless you know what's going on in the world, right? So we have been trying to kind of cut down the noise so that everybody gets their information. That said, you guys have been like really awesome, and we've had like very little trouble, very little things reported. I mean, it's just been a pleasure to kind of guide, to help this group. And it's really given me something, honestly, something to look forward to every day. Because like people look for me every day and they wouldn't look for me if I didn't like have something, you know, if I didn't do something. So thank you, I wanted to say to you guys. And then we did start the Cruise 6 group. Has already started, and you know, it's funny. I just like I remember, and so I know how it gets when you see the same question all the time. But honestly, just remember when you were first there, you did not go search through Facebook. You just said, "Oh, here's a group. Let me ask the question. What does my red card mean? You know, and what time is dinner? And when is the show?" And I don't care how many times you ask, I'm going to answer it because everybody's excited. You're not going to spend time Googling through, and when you have somebody who can answer the question for you. And I appreciate all of you who answer the questions without commentary, I'll say. So like when I see like, did you read? I take those comments right out because that's not helping anybody. You know, there's a lot of excitement. There's about 2,000 people in that group right now. So we have some who can't go. So like now they're watching us just because now they feel bad they're not going. So we're going to have to, they're living vicariously through us. So let's just keep it positive. But thank you. I wanted to thank you to everyone who showed up. And like this thing, when Marina and I talked about doing this, the first one we had like well over 100 people. And I was like, holy crap, how are we going to do that? And then this one's almost 100. So use this time, you know, we have plenty of time left. Use this time to kind of get to know each other, exchange information, you know, you see names you see online, now you can see a face with it. And this kind of is really helpful when you get on the ship. So With that, I'm just going to open it up for open discussion unless there's any more. And oh, wait a minute, I see hands again.
Oh,
Okay.
there's hands.
Kitty, I
sorry.
see your hand. Kitty, I've been wanting to see your face because I'm like, you're really fun the past few weeks. So you are, there we go. There we go.
I'm always fun. Mine actually was about the craft thing, only because it pertains to this 5th cruise. I made 20 paracord bracelets that have these little custom charms on it that say Star Trek to Cruise 5. Thought I was going to be able to do the craft thing, but apparently it's during an excursion day. I'm not going to miss out on the Bahamas. So I mean, what do I do? Put like a note up on my door or something saying I have these bracelets, you know?
Well, why don't
like,
you hook up with Ernesto, who's raising his hand feverishly right now?
I don't know if I trust that guy.
I don't trust him either, but he's good people.
If Zoom could wave, it'd be Ernesto. He'd be like,
Ernesto, I'm sure if she like got to you before, and I'm gonna ask you to unmute. Hold on.
Oh, I talk to him all the time,
Yeah.
and his wife actually.
So yeah, Ernesto, you're still. Oh, there you go. So yeah, so I think if you just hooked up before.
So Faith is here. Kitty wants to know what to do with all the crafts that she has.
I want to know
because-
why Faith isn't showing her
where
face.
is she?
Why isn't she? Does she not do her hair? What's going on?
I still don't see her.
Wait, there she is.
Hi, Cindy.
Hello. All right, go ahead and answer the
I'm
question.
here. I was gonna just give it away randomly around the ship since I'm definitely not gonna be there for the swap.
Nope.
So you can, if you like someone's door, Kitty, you could just randomly like leave a gift at their door, or
that's a good idea.
Maybe somebody on the ship.
Yeah, have a couple in your pocket.
9608.
Yeah,
9608.
I know a lot of us put a lot of time and effort
neighbor.
into this.
9608.
Neighbor. We apologize in advance.
Who's my neighbor? Who's my neighbor? I heard neighbor. Who's my neighbor?
Oh,
Vanessa said that.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Or
9606.
Oh my god, it's
Oh my
God, it's
Yeah, so we
to be.
You say neighbor. I hear party floor.
Oh, nice.
We don't.
We're already
We
gonna
don't.
play Congo
We
line
don't
or
have
Mambo in
connecting
the
rooms.
hallway
Don't
or
get that excited.
Actually, mine connects to somebody's. I just don't know who it is.
So Kitty, yeah, what I would do what they say. So here's the good thing. That's all Star Trek people on this cruise. So you're not going to come up against somebody who's like, ooh, what is Star Trek? You know.
I don't know. There's a couple people.
Yeah. What is Star Trek? What is Star Trek? I don't know what Star
I'm just
Trek
here
is.
for the
Oh my god. I'm just here for water and like I want the Windjammer Cafe and I want my Royal Caribbean.
Well,
And the alcohol package.
Yeah. Well, I'll take that back. On the second cruise, because they were trying to sell the rooms, they started selling to locals, and I think Mike and I saw a bunch of non-Star Trek people get kicked out of a bar once.
Yes. We were like, they walked out, they were like, what?
Yeah. So they never did that again. All right, so I have another.
Look on the non-Star Trek hotel people at the Radisson on the 25th. That's
Oh,
gonna be
yeah. It's always fun. Like when we were in Miami, like to be honest, like the crowd just got to me. So I would just show up and I'd be like, no, that's way too many people for me to deal with. But like I would literally take 3 steps, see like 20 people, and then I couldn't get back in there. So I would just go. But then I learned that they had like that outside space, like around the pool. And so then that's where I hung out. So I know I haven't been to.
It was called the patio.
I remember, well, last cruise I don't remember because I had too many drinks on that patio. So.
No, not Jessica.
All right, so I've got a question from Suman. Am I saying that correctly?
Put your background back on if you want. It just doesn't handle 2 people.
It's Suman.
Suman, hello.
She's like human.
Well, feel free to share your question.
So Suman's a human. What's the gregarious Gorn hanging at the gregarious Gorn? I don't know what that is.
Does anyone
It's
know?
on the schedule.
I do. It's the British pub.
What is it?
They rename all the bars in the ship, so it's a bar.
Okay, it was on it almost every day, and I was like, "Is this
They
something?"
they have like Quark's bar and stuff like that too. So
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a bar.
British pub.
Okay, so
Last year,
girl, how are you up in Arecibo? I see that. I see the control room.
So what you'll end up, you'll figure it out eventually, but typically I see them, they put like the Star Trek name, but then maybe in little letters they'll put what it's really called, because like they can't get to every single sign, right? So at some point you're gonna need to know what it really is, or you'll see a name and you'll be like, Schooner Bar, I thought that was Quarks, and so
okay.
it is, if you have not been on this cruise, I will just tell you that, like, especially since we've been waiting 2 years for another cruise, like, I know that they are outdoing themselves on trying to get that ship decked out so we feel like we're on a starship, which, including turbo lifts. Like Janeway, every time I saw Janeway on a turbo lift, it scared the crap out of me because who was actually there. I'm like, wait a minute. I may have said hi to her a couple of times.
She was on every freaking elevator in the ship. Every time I turn, I'm like, can you stop with Janeway, please? Like somebody else? Come on.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. So yeah. Okay, so
I have something.
Yeah, go ahead.
I made something. It's I'm going to be participating in the swap meet, but I also made something for the party. But there's not going to be enough for everyone. So if you're going to be at the party, come and try and find me, Carolyn, or my sister Barbara. I made these chocolates.
Ooh!
Oh wow! Nice. They're going to be in different colors: red, yellow, blue.
Oh, Carolyn, those look awesome.
Yeah, they look amazing.
So I'm only going to have about 200 of them.
Yeah.
So-
My husband will take 150.
So if you
Sold.
find me at the party, I'll have them at the party, and the first 200 or so will get one.
Yeah, and I will tell you that the universe is shining on me this time, because I did not book the Radisson at all, because I think I was just depressed, and I was like, when things were going on. So when I started looking for a room, and my family lives there, so I had to find time to visit with my family. I couldn't tell them, well, I'm going to be on a cruise with other people, so I can't see you. So I had to figure all that out. And then there was no room at the Radisson. So then I was trying to find another room. And like, I just kept going on like hotels.com and Priceline, and like a Radisson room just came open like magic, cheaper than the cruise rate. And so I got it, and now they have no more rooms again. So whoever left the block, whoever canceled and didn't tell us, thank you, I got your room. Hopefully I won't be overbooked, but if it is overbooked, I think I'll stay with Dan.
Not before I kick you out.
Oh, wow.
Jesse, you're always welcome with us,
But yeah, I'm really excited. So I get in Friday. I get in late Thursday. So, but Friday, I'm just going to hang around the hotel just to see who shows up and see faces. I did that last time we went, and it was really cool seeing people come in.
Yeah,
and
it was fun.
like a family reunion. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
So, all right. So I have talked enough. So let me, I think Marina, you're still here. I've lost.
I'm still here, but I actually have to unfortunately go.
Yeah, I wanted
so
to
it's great
let
see
you.
everyone. Yeah, see you everyone on next week. So recognize my face, wave, say hi. Can't wait to see everyone.
Perfect. Well, thanks, Marina, and
See you,
sorry you
Marina.
had to work, but get the work done so you don't have to work on the ship.
Oh yeah.
All right, we'll see you.
All right.
Everybody say bye to Marina.
Bye, Marina.
Yeah.
Bye.
So we have plenty of, I usually leave this thing open like for way longer than I schedule it for. So like now I got into all the questions. You have more questions, feel free to raise your hand or just shout out, but we're kind of just in the whole maybe get to know each other kind of phase of before we show up. So I am going to mute myself.
I had a question.
Go ahead.
Hi, sorry, it's Erin. It doesn't look like Erin, but it's Erin. I was just curious, I tried to use the Clear app last time I traveled. Is there a specific app that people are finding is good for putting all your vaccination junk in and stuff? I was just curious kind of what people were using.
I don't think it's going to work for the cruise. So you have to load everything through the app for the cruise and keep everything in your passport.
Okay.
But if you're traveling in the airport, Clear works. Everything works.
I had a hard time with Clear, but other people.
No,
that
I
use
just did it last month. It
Okay.
totally works. I just put
All
my
right.
thumbprint on. It was like TSA. I
Yeah.
still got random check because every time I go through, I don't know if it's my cowboy boots or my hat. I don't know, but you know.
Okay.
But it
That
works.
was it.
It still works.
Thanks.
Yeah, and so just a hint. So last time I went to a cruise terminal, the Wi-Fi was spotty, or the cell signal was spotty. So the advice I was given was, if for your vaccination, anything like your COVID test or your vaccination card, if you have digital or whatever, I really don't know, but like, just make sure it's something that you can pull up without having a cell signal. So if like you're dependent on the internet to bring something into your phone, take a copy of it and put it on your phone, just to make sure that the technology doesn't keep you from getting something.
And I'm going to give a piece of advice for everybody on this call. Your luggage tags that you print off, print an extra copy and throw it inside your bag in case
That's a good one.
Great idea.
It's a great idea. They open it up on deck one and they go, oh, it's Michael. It's
Also,
without the steamer.
Also, remember, if you don't have a printer, the baggage guys at the port, they'll hand write a ticket for you and put it on your bags. So,
Yeah, just if they end up doing that, I'd recommend you tip them, because those guys really keep things moving, whether it's tagged or not. I have never seen such a performance, and it's a performance when they grab those bags and they know exactly where it goes. I mean, I'm just amazed.
Hey Jesse, also those luggage tags you showed from
Yes.
Amazon, those things, you ordered those. Oh my God, those things are so great.
Those, yes. Thank you, Jesse. Those are amazing.
Yes,
Listen.
Jesse, those are fantastic. We already got them all set up.
Listen, I posted that thinking I had found the like greatest things in sliced bread, and then like all these people were like, I've cruised for years and I've had them for years, and I'm like, well, why did you share?
But Jesse, honestly, all of a sudden that company was like, what the F? Like,
and who do we have to thank? Star Trek.
Well, hey, I know that like the first year I went and printed my tags, they fell off. And I was like everybody else. I was like having to go find my luggage in the first floor. And then the second year, like I did the clear tape, and you know, like I thought this will do it, tape and staples and whatnot. That fell off. So then I just said, okay, I'm gonna let the porters do it. And that stayed on. So I was good there. And then but when I saw those things online, I went, oh, this is probably what I need, because it just makes life easier. And so it's been cool.
And I was skeptical because all I saw was a little like 8-inch plastic condom, but the tag inside of it.
Yeah.
And then I got him and I was like, oh,
it makes sense.
Next,
right? Yeah,
and it locks and you can't pull it off.
Yeah.
Like, best thing.
Yeah, because like I guess you don't want to put it on when you go on a plane, but then you just put it on after the plane.
No.
Oh yeah.
No, but you could totally see us sitting down there having mimosas. You'd be like, Michael, can you put your tag on your bag? Like, okay.
Do it now. Oh yeah. And anything you guys have. So anyway, I am gonna so I missed this last time. So I want to say a shout out to Sherry, because I missed Sherry. So there's a very small, so like, you know, we're doing a board collective, and I'm just going to brag on us a little bit. So that's for people who've been on all 5 cruises, right? 1 through 5. But then there's a smaller subculture of people who've been on, this will be the 6th cruise, because we did the back-to-back on cruise 2.
Mhm.
And so I haven't been able to find a lot of us, but like Sherry and I just, we even
May's here too.
I'm sorry?
May is here too.
Oh, May, yeah. And I just know I look back at my pictures, I'm like, yeah, I have them in every single year. And then there's one year that Sherry and I wore like pajamas for the second cruise.
Yeah, because we had to get off the boat between cruises. And so we're like, you know what? Screw this. I'm not getting dressed for that.
We were in our
We got off our
pajamas.
pajamas and then
And we
walked
got to
back on our
sit-
pajamas.
And we got to sit with the actors who were staying as well. So, and who was it? John Delancey was like, where am I supposed to go?
Poor guy.
It was so awesome. But yeah, I just remember we took that picture. I still have it of us like when we checked
yeah.
in, we're like in our jammies. I'm like, it was fun. It was fun. So yeah, so Sherry, sorry I missed you, but I definitely, I mean, we've even had like we've shared like, in the beach, the little what are they?
Yeah, we had a cabana.
Cabanas and stuff. Yeah. So
And then we had a cabana. I had a cabana at wherever it was. The on the second cruise, and I was so exhausted. I went and gave Jesse the ticket, and I'm like, I'm going to bed.
Just poor Sherry, she's like, I can't make it. But anyway, we've had a lot of fun, and I'm just like, it's been really great. So anyway, any more questions we want to throw out there to the group?
Is it next
Oh,
week?
kidding. You can just unmute and start talking because like everybody's shy now. So
Yes.
So can I ask a question?
Any other rumors as to whether the photos are going to be taken with plexiglass or not?
I can
That's a
neither.
huge waste of money.
I can neither confirm nor deny because it's not up to. It's really up to the. So if I remember reading this for the Vegas folks, it really depends on who the picture's with, right? So
All right,
it's
so
how-
probably like Takai, he'll probably have it because he can catch anything at that age. But
yeah, yeah, I would say. I mean, you know, if you guys didn't catch on, they're not even the actors aren't doing the onshore excursions this year like they normally do, just to stay protected and stuff. So, but they're doing a lot of drinking stuff on the ship. So
if I like lick one of them, are they gonna have an issue? I'm just kidding.
that would be an issue.
I'm just kidding.
Got kicked out.
Personal experience, don't do that.
Don't
Please
do that.
No.
Just ask first.
I didn't ask first.
I will tell you guys, I hate that I know this, but they will kick you off the ship.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
I do have a quick interruption about the craft swap.
Yep.
I just heard from Joanne. So she's the one who started the craft swap and everything. She runs it. She saw my post from earlier today because I was about to cry because I made so much stuff for this over the last 2 years. And she said when she booked it, she thought we were going to be underway. So she's going to see what she could do about changing the schedule. It might not be on Sunday.
Okay. Well, we'll keep. Yep. Well, we're
Good
all
on
on
the
the
sea
same
day,
boat.
possibly.
Yeah, we're all on the same boat. We will definitely have ability to talk to each other, word of mouth. So.
Jesse, can I say one more thing?
You can
please?
say anything you want.
All right. So for all of the first timers on here, again with my dog, as I'm talking, he wants to bark.
He knows.
Just be yourself as a first timer that didn't know what to expect. I've had friends for 8 years now. Like I just have fun. Just be you. Don't worry about the logistics. It'll all work out. Have fun. Be you.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
And I will tell you, so when I went on this last cruise, I don't know what happened, but the first couple days, I just couldn't even function because I wasn't used to being in a group of people, to be quite honest. And so you may feel that. You may, like, if you haven't been out, you may feel like overwhelmed, like even more so, because a lot of us are introverted. A lot of us are comfortable around our Trek family, but not everyone. So don't worry about that. Yeah, eventually it catches up, you know, and the Trek family kind of takes care of its own. So, you know, just reach out if you need anything. And when you need a break, when there's too much noise, take a break, you know, please. You know, I am the poster child of trying to do it all. And I almost didn't make it through the first cruise. So the second cruise, I didn't make it at all. Like, I remember, because I did both cruises. So in each of those cruises, there was one day where I was like, oh, and it was room service all day long. So don't do that. Get some sleep.
Jesse, you don't know what mine was?
What's that?
When I sang Hotel California.
Yes,
Some of you guys would be like, yeah, that was really bad. Others would be like,
Missed it.
you would sound really good. Yeah, it was awful. Awful. Not in my karaoke
So
room.
no, I got up and with
Oh, you were
Megan,
there,
who's not
Sherry. You
in the
remember
cruise
that.
this year, and we sang oh crap, never mind. Sweet Caroline. And
Oh, yeah, I
am
remember
so
this.
Bad. I am so bad a singer. Denise
That's the
Crosby
one I
came up
should
and
have
took the
done.
mic away and sang it
No,
for
but
me.
that's the one I should have done. I'm from Boston. What are you, retarded? I'm from Boston. Come on.
Yeah,
That's
if I
the
should,
ultimate karaoke song. So.
yeah, if I end up on a karaoke stage, there's a problem. I'll just tell you
Oh,
right
that
now.
means we're dragging you up there, Jess.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a
Mike
ham.
and I
I'll
will
do
drag
it.
you up.
It won't sound good, but you'll be entertained. I will tell you
Jesse, you're gonna sing Summer 11 with me. You're gonna be
Who cares if you can sing or not?
I remember in Vegas, I just happened to be at the right place. It was karaoke. It was Connor and Dominic, and they do an awesome karaoke together. And it was what's the song that was on? The rock song from the new Star Trek movie. What was that? Oh, I can't remember.
Don't remember.
Oh,
remember the name, but it
the
was
rock
Rihanna.
song when he went over the cliff?
When he's driving, yeah.
Yeah.
Sabotage, Beastie Boys.
Yeah, what's the name of it?
Yeah, Beastie Boys.
Beastie
It's
Boys, Sabotage.
Yeah.
Sabotage, yeah.
Yeah,
So some guy was up there and he's like, too drunk, I can't. And he gave me the mic and I had no idea what the song is. And I'm like, you know me, I'm like, oh sure, I'll do it. And Sabotage comes on. And I know, like, let's just say I have no rhythm.
Not an easy rap.
I may be Latin, but I don't have rhythm. And I mean, it was something, but like I ended up singing that song. And the good thing is you don't really sing that song, you just yell it the whole time. Yeah. So but everybody kind of just got on stage because they thought I was gonna die because I was like, what am I doing here? So I highly encourage group karaoke. I think it's a lot of fun. So
I know all the songs from Greece. So anybody?
I've done the Grease songs.
Yes,
yeah.
but do you know Grease 2?
No.
Who knows Grease 2?
Oh, come on. You don't want to.
Did that? I can't even believe that
What was that song that
existed,
Michelle
number
Pfeiffer
one.
did? Midnight Rider or something like that?
Yo, yeah, I know Michelle Pfeiffer. Yeah, stop it.
Wait, wasn't that John Travolta and Drag in that one?
No, that was
Hairspray.
What was that?
John Travolta and Drag is Hairspray.
Hairspray, okay.
Yeah.
Will your dog be coming on the cruise with you?
What was the question?
That's
Will
my
your
other
dog
favorite
be
song.
coming on the cruise with you?
Who?
Your dog.
Oh
No.
there will be dogs on board.
There will
I'm
be,
sure.
yes.
Does anybody know if Dogoff or Gandalf?
Gandalf will be.
No, he's not coming.
Gandalf's not coming?
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, it's
Gandalf's wife is coming. Galadriel.
Oh.
Wait, does anyone have a dog I can borrow? Because I'm going to be missing mine.
I
Same.
mean, my dogs will be here with a dog sitter, and they love it because they get everything they want when I'm not here. So, and then I have a cat this year. The cat's new, so we'll see how he does. So,
I'm actually looking forward to not being woken up at 6:30 in the morning by.
It is. I hate to tell you, but
6:30? Oh my God! What kind of dog do you have?
listen, there's two things. Like, so I was a foster parent. So like, once you don't have kids waking you up in the morning anymore, or dogs, and you're in that room, I'm telling you, that's heaven right there. So,
especially when he comes staggering in at like 3 in the morning.
Oh yeah, no one needs to see that. But I think it was 2 cruises ago that like, well, yeah, it's the first cruise, Michael, that Adam and Mitchell were on, and you know how they drink. So, which means you know how I drink.
Michael
And so my roommate had told Adam, it's like, if you bring him home drunk after 2 in the morning, I am going to kill you. And so what did Adam do? Got me to my room. He did not know what room it was. He got me, and I knocked on 4 doors. And he would just be, he's like, that's not her, keep going. Oh, was it you? Just remember the next morning, they're like, we hope you had fun.
Yes, I don't know if I
guys
don't know
were,
if Bonnie
oh, sorry.
is on the call right now, but Bonnie posted in the group 9, in the deck 9 group, for 4 she did name tags. If I'm drunk, take me to deck whatever
it's
it
back.
was.
It's back on the Facebook page. I saw that. Yeah.
It is. Oh, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
She did. I'm not sure if she's updating them for this one, but she'd probably make a mint off this group.
Yeah.
Wait, who are my next door neighbors again? I saw that.
Ernesto.
Night Atlanta. You're my neighbor, right?
Awesome.
Jesse, I have to jump off.
Sure.
But before I do, talking about karaoke, I wanted to let you guys know that we're bringing 2 karaoke tracks from Voltaire's album Bitextual that will be available for people to sing, and also Angry Like the Wharf by the Roddenberries.
Awesome.
Because, you know, like last year, the last cruise, I remember so many people were like, this is the book? This is it? We got what? So we're bringing our own Star Trek parody songs for our karaoke night to make sure that
And
there's always something.
Yeah, and there's an effort to try to get like a list of the songs before the cruise so people can start planning. So I know that there's an effort. I don't know if it's how successful it's been, but I know ECP's gotten that question several times because of this group. So keep asking them.
Dan, can I ask one favor? Can I ask a favor?
They better have some Rent songs.
Do you have "Losing My Religion" from REM?
Perfect.
Wait a second, they didn't have that?
No, I've been on 3 cruises. No REM "Losing My Religion."
Okay, do me a favor, text that.
I will. I know.
on
I got it.
Facebook,
Yeah, I got
and
it.
I
Yeah, I got it.
will.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep. I got it.
I'll make sure we have it. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. Sorry.
That's what we're here for. But okay, so I got to jump.
Thanks, Dan, for joining us. Yep.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you so much for putting this group together. It's absolutely incredible that you do this for free because you love everybody and you love the event. And I think it's about time the cruise at least gave you a free cabin, for God's sake. Like, right, everyone? Like,
I think the same thing.
yeah. So great job, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And look forward to seeing you all very, very soon.
See you guys.
See you, Dan.
See you, Dan. Thanks for coming. Right, so guys, this is the time you guys just take it away because I have lost things to say. So,
Well, I'm gonna
What,
head
you're
off too
done?
because
What,
I have
Jesse,
to
you're
go pack my
done?
car.
sorry, Sherry.
I have to take off. I have to pack my car. I am leaving to drive to Florida tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Safe travels.
I love you, but I hate you at the same time. Bye. Safe
Bye.
travels.
Bye, Sherry.
Bye, Sherry.
Did the answer about the wine bottles get addressed?
Hey, Mickey, I didn't see you usually. Oh, there you are. Hey,
Sorry,
well,
I had to step. I'm actually sewing costume pieces.
Oh
as we
yeah.
speak.
If you guys don't know Mickey, you need to get to know Mickey because
Oh, you're so sweet.
You're so fun.
you will
You're so fun. You're so fun. I know
absolutely,
Mickey.
you will
Actually,
absolutely be amazed by what she creates and what she comes dressed as. So I'm looking forward to it. So Mickey, what was the question about the wine bottles?
The wine bottles here. I'll show you a sneak peek of the suitcase so far. This is just so far. And that's just one. And that's just one. And it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was wondering, okay, so Alan at EPC, yes, I'm gonna call him out, said that I'm only allowed to bring 1 bottle of wine. But then everyone else keeps saying, no, it's 2 per cabin.
It's
2 per cabin.
Yep.
Thank you. So I was going to buy 1 very cheap bottle of wine and 1 nice bottle of wine and have to sacrifice the cheap one.
No,
If need be.
absolutely, it's 2.
But why would he say that then? That's so mean.
Well, I don't. Maybe he thinks that it's 2 people and 1 brings 1 each. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I felt it was along the same lines as the like, if you get the drink package and we're sharing a room, I have to get the drink package too kind of concept.
On that same line, I have a question. I've
Oh
heard
my.
sometimes RC will do a deluxe beverage package for one person that drinks and a normal package for the other.
Yeah, you have to call them. So,
Oh, okay.
so there are, so here's the deal, because this question comes up quite a bit actually. So let's say you're a drinker, but your cabin mate is not a drinker, right? You know, they will make them buy a package, but if they're not they don't drink alcohol, they won't make them buy the alcohol package. You'll have to have like the soda package, right? But I don't know what happens if you lie, so just don't lie about it. If you don't drink, don't drink.
I can live off of iced tea and water. Plus, I'm bringing there's an entire box of Crystal Light in that pack.
There you go.
So can I jump in really quick with that, Jess?
Yep.
So remember when I fell down the stairs with my yeah.
Yes, I remember.
On the cruise, on the boat.
Yes.
Oh yes. On 4.
It was a very windy night. Like the pool had
No, it wasn't.
rain.
It wasn't windy. It was rainy. Remember?
Oh yeah, I remember
it rains.
Yeah, they had to drain the pool because it was sloshing back and forth everywhere. Yeah.
No, we were on the upper bar. Remember? We were on the upper bar. So I was in an Orion Starfleet or Cheers Fleet outfit, right? Super cute, sneakers, whole outfit, right? So I had a martini, and I went to go downstairs from the pool bar up top down to the deck 11, hit a patch of water they didn't clear, slid all
So
the
you
way
have
down.
free rooms for the rest of your life at
Well, he
Caribbean,
was-
is what you're saying?
No, he was in heels. I mean, they.
No, I was in sneakers, remember?
Oh yeah, I
Is that
thought you were in those
sneakers?
big shoes. Oh, okay.
Oh, not the rainbow unicorn outfit. No. That's
didn't
coming
they-
this year.
didn't they
Prepare
stop ser-
yourselves when you
Didn't
see
they
the
stop
rainbow
serving you when you
unicorn.
fell down those stairs? Is that what they did?
Yeah, they wouldn't serve me after that. I went to medic. I went to the bay. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Oh, so
And
they
I-
were trying to put it on you being
Mhm.
drunk instead of them being negligent, letting water be
Correct.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
Mike, they did the same thing to Faith the last night of the cruise. You know, wet deck, whatnot. She fell, messed up her elbow.
Oh, I'm
And-
fucking bringing no slip shoes. That's it.
Yeah,
it's done.
but you
Get
want to
it
know
back.
what? But do you want to know what pissed Jesse off? Was sitting next to him the last night after I was in pain. I'm like, I can't drink anything. Oh my god. $1,200 in the casino. Remember
Yes,
that?
You just walk in and hand it to
And
them.
I'm
say, I had a
like,
wonderful
they're
time.
paying me
Thank
off.
you.
They're paying me off. They're
No, he had,
paying me off.
Oh, they gave you that at the
Oh no, he had like it was like its own show. He had like 20 people behind him watching him win all this money, and we're just like, and us
Because they
in the
gave him money
casino
to
all
play.
week, and we were in the casino all week, and we're like, how the hell is he just gonna stay here and win all that?
Do they have craps?
Hysterical. It was
Hey,
hysterical.
Yeah, the casino's pretty. I mean,
made
it's
a life out
smaller.
of it, so yeah, it is easy to do.
Yeah, the casino's smaller, but they have other traditional games, and they do have like if you are not a casino person, but you want to know, like they have lessons like throughout the day of how to play the various games. You know, if you want to learn. I don't have the patience for it, so I just don't do it. So, but. Any more?
I made a caller. All right. So I also had another idea. When we were talking about do you know how that singles party I throw at Star Trek conventions sometimes?
Yep.
Well,
Mhm.
not last year because I just didn't have the time. But Trekmate, you remember?
Yep.
I want to do that. I think we should do something like that for the cruise because I was reading the itinerary, which I also have questions about. And there's a singles meetup, but it's not the kind. It's just solo travelers, I think.
So
Yeah,
there's going to be a few things, Mickey, that aren't on the schedule yet. You'll see them on your daily schedule, and it will be like the Friends of Bill, the LGBT stuff, and then the singles. But I will tell you that the ship-sponsored singles meetup is usually not well attended. It's more the ECP sponsored meetups, like the Gays in Space stuff is well attended. And that stuff, but like for some reason, I know they've tried it a couple times now to just do that stuff, and it just hasn't gone well for them. So, but they still have it because it's something they do on every cruise. I guess it just ends up on the schedule. But
I did the singles night at 1 a.m. I I walked in and I was like, "Oop, nope, going to bed."
Yeah, I think I went to one and I went, no. I'm like, no, not my crowd.
You guys both just described my entire single life.
Well, in the meantime, so do you think that, that would be something that they would, not this year, probably, obviously, but like maybe next year would be interested in having us do? Because honestly, I'm sorry, I'm sick and tired of it. The Trekkie dating website sucks. Okay, show of hands.
There is, yeah.
Yes.
That's sad.
I don't think you have to limit. I
don't think you're monitoring everything, dear.
I don't think you have to limit yourself to an app or anything on the cruise itself. Like, just it's gonna happen. There's single things on the cruise.
I know, but like I said, I throw a single party usually every year at Star Trek Las Vegas. It's called Trekmate.
I might not invite it.
It seems to be successful. We get I make little name tags for everybody.
Wait, I'm married.
Says what they're looking for,
Yeah,
etc.
so,
I don't take pictures at these events though, because I'm incredibly kind and I realize that this is Vegas and people might be at that party who shouldn't be at that party, and it's none of my damn business.
Well, and I'll tell you,
we go to Vegas every year in September. We go for our anniversary, and we're like, we went to Fremont Street last year. We're like, okay, where's the party? What's happening?
well, last year was, I didn't even go at all. I usually go to Vegas twice a year, and I didn't go at all last year. I was waiting for it to kind of get a little better where it's not so depressing.
I didn't have a booth. Last year was the first year I didn't have a booth.
But yeah, Mickey, what I would say is when you get on the ship, just, and I'd say this to anybody. So a lot of you guys say how helpful, I mean, really ECP is pretty good with us, and they've learned a lot, and they listen to us, which isn't something we normally can say about any type of convention area. So
I suggested it when I booked.
Yeah. So what I would say is first, when they're not, knee deep in people, I mean, by all means, stop by and thank them for all their stuff, but they are, I can pretty much guarantee you that they're not going to listen to ideas while on the cruise, but they definitely listen to the feedback after the cruise. Because on the cruise, they just want to, they're at work. They just want the day to be over.
They're trying to sell us next year's cruise.
Yeah. So keeping that line of communication open throughout the years kind of what helps. And it's helped us get a couple things that we
just put this in upside down again.
And Jesse, I think one other thing I want to say is like when people post on the Facebook pages, like ECP sees that. Like they have, like, people have to understand, like you can complain as much as you want, but they see that. Like
they are very, they're very kind with us, and it's another reason why I try to kind of I don't call it censoring, but like I don't just like people being mean for the sake of being mean. So I try to hide that a little bit.
Oh my God, are we a special needs cruise?
And you do a wonderful job at it, Jesse.
Nah, we just keep it positive.
You really do. You really do.
I did have one. I know I have like a. There was one year I was. What do they call it? Somebody's just getting on me, and like I was determined not to like be really reactive about it, and then eventually somebody like some other admin kicked him out because he was like, he's being mean and horrible, and I'm like, well, I can deal with it. I didn't want him to win, right? But bar none, everybody's fun. Everybody, this is the break. What our vision for this type of group is like, we know the world is happening. Yeah. We just don't want to know about it on this group right now. We just want to concentrate on this cruise. So that's why we kind of stay so close to it. But
did you want to talk about them possibly lifting some of the restrictions?
Yeah. So this is what I know so far. That article
did just come out.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I know so far because I did talk to him. So Royal has stopped their masking requirement. Well, most of it. So Royal says you don't have to be masked indoors if it's a vaccinated only area. But our cruise is all vaccinated. So that means we don't have to mask indoors at all. So we are good to go without a mask. We have to wear a mask in the terminal up until you get in the ship, and then you can go. Don't go commando, but don't put a mask on.
That's a good segue into my next question. in regards to the schedule.
Is that official, Jesse, or is it? I haven't
That's
seen
official.
the actual. Okay.
It is official.
Yeah.
I saw
No,
that the
I
first.
verified it so I could say it here without being a liar. So
Thank you.
On this, to check into the port, the earliest one was noon.
Right.
I noticed. And so that's fine. My Airbnb is like 5 minutes from the port entrance, which is really nice. It's actually closer than the hotel. And then where I'll be at Friday night anyways. But the itinerary starts at noon on the ship.
Yep.
They're just gonna be out there be like, well, hey everybody. Oh, nobody. Shit, they're all still in the fucking port.
Yeah.
Well, if you can show up to the Radisson and get one of the shuttles, the people who are taking the shuttles get first entry onto the boat.
Yeah, but you have to sign up for that.
You have to sign up, and it's 25 a pop for that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a lift. I'm literally, I could probably walk if I didn't have 8,000 things of luggage.
Yeah, just make sure you look at your check-in to make sure that you know what time you signed up for, because they will not let you in before your time.
No, I signed up for noon. I
Okay.
know.
I'll see you there. I signed up for noon myself.
Oh my God, I'm 12:30 and I have a suite. Damn it.
Well, I think you get special dispensation for having a suite, if I remember. So.
I know. I have my own private.
I was actually going to ask that.
Oh, good lord, it's VIP entrance.
Oh yeah. They got their own line with the little
And
thing.
it's not even a good suite. It's like I got a closet. Yay.
Just the ring.
Shit.
Yeah, they're so
Measure twice,
important
cut
that they
once.
get on there before the actors.
Yeah, so I'll warn you. So what I've seen before, and it won't happen this year because of the restrictions, but like, so normally what happens is, so people start getting there at 12 because they want to see all the actors get on board, right? And so normally that wasn't a problem, but now they have the check-in time. So if you try to get in there early, they're not going to let you in. You are actually going to be told to wait. And if your check-in time is 2 o'clock and you get there at 12, you're going to be sitting for 2 hours until they let you in.
They're gonna make them watch the milk cartons come in.
Yeah. And do you guys
2%?
Yeah. Hey Mike, do you remember that year that like they weren't thinking about who they were traveling with, and like they had the cart of all the actors' luggage with all their cabin numbers on it.
Oh my God.
And somebody started posting pictures, and I was like, oh my God. And I could not.
Are you kidding me?
I was
There are people
deleting
who are
photos
actual
like you wouldn't
stalkers of some of these stars coming on these cruises. So
It
y'all,
was-
like that is not safe.
Like I had to turn on like whatever it's the modify where I get to check all the posts before they post, but then you had to keep track of all the comments because those could go without. I mean, we just sat there for like 2 hours, like deleting photos of people's Frakes' room number. It was hilarious. I was like, okay, so they learned not to do that again. So now they get their own entrance. So it was quite interesting that year. So
But there are like legit stalkers on the cruise. I remember Casey Biggs was at a bar.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, "Can you guys come around me to keep that woman away from me?" The girl was coming after him, and he goes, "Can you?"
It wasn't me.
storm?"
I remember.
Like,
that.
It wasn't you.
Yeah, it was.
We
It
had
was
one
you.
on here
It was you.
earlier.
So can I'm just gonna reinforce it. I know I said the story wrong earlier on the call, but this is as simple as you have to get it.
Yeah.
You see that?
Oh,
That's awesome.
Yeah, I have like, and that's the other thing. So like, depending on who it is. So when, oh God, what was his name?
No, but Jesse, you know, we talked about this.
Oh yeah.
Should I
Okay,
take a
okay,
picture from 30
But yeah,
and
but, like-
blow it up and like?
But the cruise is definitely more, more spontaneous. So like,
Oh yeah.
you know, if
Sorry,
it's
I'll go
like
on mute.
if there's like a actor making a beeline, they're probably late for somewhere, so maybe don't stop them. But if they're just walking along merrily and you just want to say hi, they will stop and say hi. And I mean, I
And they're
got
kind of being paid to be
Or
there.
if they're sitting
so-
next to the blackjack table against the bar and there's all 7 of them and you can be
I mean,
like,
I have
"Hi."
a video and a picture of me dancing with Marina at the pool. which I'm happy because I don't remember quite that moment, but it was exciting.
Oh my God. You're not supposed to drink that much before the boat even leaves.
But yeah, so they, you know, just be a human, and you know, they're humans.
Just
right?
be polite and be you. Like,
Yeah.
That's it. Like, that's it.
What am I sewing?
Well,
I'm
guys,
sewing. Someone just asked what I'm sewing. I'm sewing the ball
Everything.
gown for the Federation Ball.
So guys, I am going to dip out.
Jesse,
'cause
can
I
you
have
even hear
work-
me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No. Does everyone join my Zoom?
Hey, so guys, I am gonna dip out because I have some stuff to do before work tomorrow. But this will be open. I won't close it for another hour or so. So keep on keeping on.
Thank you,
Thank you again, Jesse, for doing another night of questions.
All right, I love you guys. Take care.
We'll see you guys in a week.
What somebody brought up earlier in the comments as far as what to bring for autographs, a good friend of mine is doing some 3D printing for us, and so as a surprise, I'm getting him an autograph for John Delancey. What are we gonna get? We found a comic with John Delancey's face on it, and we're gonna have him.
Oh my
autograph
God!
this.
Seriously?
I have this for Tim Russ to sign.
So you could, Missy.
I had this made for Tim
turn
Russ.
you into a throw rug.
We found shit. Where did you get that made? That's
I had it
fucking cute.
custom made. I have an artist friend who does wonderful.
Where did you get that?
Tim's
custom
gonna love
made.
that.
Yeah, I had it custom made. So
Did you draw that?
Look this guy up, Jeff Pena.
Okay.
Writes and draws stuff. He is
Oh, nice.
amazing. He has done so much of my Star Trek art. It's stupid. Like, I can't even. Where's my stuff? I'm not gonna show you, Boo. Don't worry.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fun. You're so fun. You blow my nose, Mickey.
I can't clap right now. Wait, can you zoom in? He does lots of good Star Trek art. He's a big Star Trek art guy. But he'll custom pretty much anything.
That's
and as
amazing.
soon as I found out that
That's
Tim Russ was
absolutely
going,
amazing.
I was like, I have to get this made for him. Like, wee! So I hope he likes it. Mary
I'm sure he'll
Chiefo.
get a kick out of it.
Yeah, Mary Chiefo has
Missy?
a Laurel that he made for her.
Did he flip it upside down? Like, just to... No, I didn't, like...
Oh.
But that would be perfect, like, it upside down.
Am I going this way?
No. Mickey, you're so fun. You're so fun. You
Wait, now I can do
blew
it.
my- Oh, Mickey. Sorry.
James Knight, ever since your first cruise on Star Trek, do you have any question? Is he even there?
Your music.
Oh, that's me.
Right, anyways,
sorry.
whoever asked what I
I'm
was
sorry.
doing.
Oh, he left.
So
Thank
whoever
you.
asked, it's a ball gown. It has over 400 lights sewn into it. So enjoy.
I'm sure you're gonna look fantastic in it, Mickey.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Ernesto.
I'm being
Okay,
completely
who are the newbies?
Just wait till I do my Andorian. I'm doing it all damn
Oh,
day
sorry,
now.
sorry.
All damn day. Morning and night, I'm gonna be a damn Andorian. I'm not gonna be Jennifer, and I'm not gonna be Jeffrey Combs.
I was an
but I'm gonna be a
Andorian when I
damn
slipped
fucking
down
fun
the
Andorian.
Okay, I thought we were over this. I thought we were good.
It is my job to give people shit. Thank you very much.
I was an Andorian when I fell down the stairs from the bar.
No, is that why you were in heels?
Sneakers.
Sneakers, that's right.
Yeah.
Apparently
so
you do wear heels though, so that's been pointed out. Maybe not on a cruise.
No, I wear
find
a chump.
How much are you, brother?
I might bring my safety shoes from work just to wear around the deck because my God, I'm terrified of falling. I am that old lady from the commercial. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. But yes, this dress will be fun. I'm sure you guys will like it. Like, I'm gonna tiny snake bit.
Now, nice preview.
Love it.
Well,
I am the galaxy. is
I will-
essentially what I'm going at.
I got to give a shout out to my incredible, wonderful wife. I had this stupid idea, and she made it happen. I'm not going to say anything for her. I'm not going to say it. No. You'll see it the first night of the cruise.
Hi, Nikki.
You made it so. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I've been listening this whole time. I'm a little camera shy. You'll see
That's
my
all
ugly
good.
mug on the cruise.
I was ironing earlier,
Gorgeous faces with
so
us.
that's why it wasn't on camera. I was ironing, but now that I can sit down and hand sew some of the stuff, like I got my laurels.
Well,
for
for
the
me, it's mostly the hair. I had a.
What
piece
are
of
morals? Are those
and I-
grains and rice? What are morals?
laurels
This
for the
we're-
toga party.
This year we're going to be completely.
We just bought them from Amazon. Like, what happened? Like,
Oh, I made mine. I made them to look like the Delta sheet symbol instead of fleet. Because it's a Star Trek toga party.
yeah, but it's night one, so we get a break, right? No.
I thought the last night was I thought the last night was
That's why the zombie crawl is the last night.
I don't know where my zombie red shirt is. We did that 100 years ago at STLV, and I have no idea where that shirt is.
And darling, I got the idea from somebody on STLV, so it's not my original. I openly admit that. But you know
Crystal's
what?
so eating her.
The Walking Red.
Oh shit! Fuck you! I can't believe I didn't think of that.
You didn't think of the Walking Red? That's what we were called.
Oh, let me see.
Whoa, what? No. You just said that's what they call it.
Oh, poopy.
How did I not think of that?
Well, because that would have been taking someone else's idea.
That's true too. Well, I mean, I kind of just procured this.
Well, no, we started a club based on their idea. But
Yeah. Oh, I gave.
That would have been sucky.
If I'm signing incorrectly, I'm so sorry, but I have to wrap him into bed and go to bed.
Look, you guys, whatever you guys do in the privacy, that's okay. Love you.
I came out here to smoke a damn drink. No, I was.
Oh, I want a drink too. Can I?
It's about to get really loud, y'all.
Wait, I'll be right back.
Actually, it's puppy. It is puppy bedtime, guys. See
Wait,
you all
wait.
in a week.
Really quick, look, and Dorian, it's coming. I'll show you. Give you a little preview. Where's the thing?
Come on, Jennifer. I'm waiting, Jen.
God, not Jennifer.
Well,
but yeah,
I'm going to tease you about it.
Full blue. No, I mentioned Beckett Mariner. Duh. Actually, this is fun. This is a fun one. You guys will like. Anyone want to guess what I'm gonna be?
7 censored.
Censored.
7 censored.
Oh, I see what you're doing. I got it.
Do you see it?
I got it. I got it.
I may have larger lobes. Let's just say.
Uh-huh.
But I took that idea from a costume I
Just
saw.
to find you blood night of Mickey.
I can't clap with one hand. It doesn't work.
Oh yeah.
Gang. All I
I also have a
love.
hard time
See
typing.
you. We'll see
Good
you
night.
all
We'll see you
All right.
there.
in a week.
I gotta go to bed. Night.
1 week. Bye, guys.
We'll see you next week.
See you next week. Who all's bailing? Who all's here? Lana left. Hi, Crystal. Can't see past.
Eating my dinner and participating at the same time.
Super jealous, actually. I need to finish making food, but I've been sewing and ironing and making costumes all day.
Don't do that. No, don't do
can't.
that. No.
It's literally gonna be the way I am until like I get on a plane, probably. Like my mother and I made plans already for when she's gonna take me to the airport. So I'll be at her
Why is
house at
she not my
2:30.
best friend? Why is she not my best friend? Like,
My mother?
No, you. Tired.
Because we've never met.
Mm,
Where do you live?
New Hampshire.
Where?
Boston.
New Hampshire? That's really a place.
Boston.
That's
Where
really
are
a
you,
place.
Nikki?
I live in Las Vegas, but I'm from California.
Well, okay, what? What?
Like everybody else in Las Vegas is from California. So
Or Ann Sutton, Mary on Facebook.
it's easy to, yeah, it's easy. Have you ever gone to Star Trek Las Vegas? Because I go to that. I usually have a booth there. So that would be another
Me
place.
or
to
her?
yeah,
I thought you were
anybody.
talking to them. Oh no, I've never been to Vegas one. No.
I've never been to Vegas, period.
Number one, it's so
sad.
It was much funner, obviously, when they had Star Trek:
Wait,
The Experience.
Who's your dog? I see a dog. Crystal, I see a dog.
A what? A dog?
A dog or a paw or something.
You see a dog in my house, warn me because it's Cujo and I've got to run.
No, on that side. Is that your husband? Like, what is that?
Me?
I gotta go to bed. Night night.
Night night. See you on the cruise.
Bye.
Bye.
Are you going to the cruise too?
We're all going on the cruise.
Oh, I think that's what the point of this call was, to answer last minute questions about the cruise.
Oh, there.
Express how
Okay,
much we
so
all.
what do you want to know? I've been on 3. What do you want to know?
I'm terrified of the schedule of being like sporadic and all over the place. Like, no, thank you. That's not how I
Ask a
do
question,
things.
just walk off screen. Like, what do you want to know?
What do you want to know?
No,
I've been on 3 cruises. Bye.
No, it's absolutely no.
do you wanna know?
No, bye. It's absolutely sporadic. You cannot do everything at once. You can't.
What if I'm that person
I
who's
have
like,
an
hey,
11-month-old black lab puppy.
somebody wants walkies?
No, somebody wants.
Maybe you have Cujo.
He barks at his reflection in the sliding glass mirrors that we have. Come here.
He's got a friend to play with.
No.
No.
I would. Casper, come here. Come on. Go play. Go.
If that's not the whitest dog on the planet,
Oh, you haven't seen my dog, have you?
is it Nate? Well, his name's Casper, so I assume it's like see-through.
No, he's a black lab.
Where'd Casper come from?
Yeah.
No, because he's playing with Casper against the like.
Oh, you named the other dog Casper.
There's no other dog.
The one in the
There's
mirror.
ghost that my dog plays with. Yeah, you and I are gonna meet on the cruise, and we'll be like, ha 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 ha.
Can I just sit somewhere and just watch the chaos? Is that okay? He's gonna go kill a dog. We're gonna watch him kill a dog. Time to call PETA.
No, I'm gonna bring him here so you can see how big he is. He's 11 months old. He's gigantic.
I like to travel, so I don't have any pets.
I have a cat. It's easy.
I have 2 cats. I pay
Allergic.
for a cat. I pay for
Double
a cat
easy.
sitter to come
you?
twice a day. Hundreds of dollars every time I travel. Hundreds of dollars.
It's easier to bring the cat with you.
Yeah, it would be actually. Yeah.
Jesus. My parents became
I
cat
have
people.
2 cats too.
No pets. None.
Oh, I
I
have
just
cats.
travel much.
No, he won't come.
And I'm a
Rocco-
really big fan of not having responsibilities.
I got 2 kids that come with the cat, so I'm screwed anyway.
And
don't
mine's off at
understand.
college. Mine's off at college in Boston, no less.
Oh, amazing.
She's at
You're
UMass.
BC, aren't
Be
you?
there soon.
You are now.
I get over it. No, she's at UMass becoming an astrophysicist or something. So
That's awesome.
doing her thing in the Boston area, packing a cat, getting her khakis and her khakis. Yeah, so it'll be fun. I don't know. I'm glad. Did anyone book for next year? Because I'm stoked it's leaving out of LA.
No.
Not yeah. This is
Too
my
expensive
first
for
one,
us.
so I
Me
kind
too.
of need to
Yeah.
see how this goes first, and then
We've been on 4. It's too expensive for us.
I didn't want to miss up that big discount for rebooking.
Free internet.
And then,
something.
like, they could have given a bitch of finance,
That
minute
big
to
discount.
cover.
That big discount. Yeah. They
That
called
discount
me.
was $3,000.
They
that
called
discount was
me. I'm a
$3,000.
suite owner. They called me.
Yeah, the
They
discount
were
was
like,
$3,000.
"Oh, we're giving you $800 discount." I'm like, "I'm sorry, what?"
How did I get such a huge discount then? Single solo return traveler maybe.
No,
Plus I'm
it's
going
for
from an
both of us.
interior.
I'm
going to an
married.
interior
Like, it's for
to
both of us. Like,
oh, that's why. I
oh,
like
That's
I
why.
I like traveling alone, I think.
Trying to
it's
get my
cheaper,
puppy to come over. Come here, bub. Come here.
it's easier. You don't have to deal with someone, you know, like what if you come into the room really late and they're sleeping? I don't want to bug anybody. I don't
I'm
want
gonna be in the same cabin for 3 cruises in a row.
Wait, what
In a
cruise?
row?
4, 5, and 6. I'm in the same cabin number.
Oh,
But different ship, you know, every time.
Whoa.
different cruises.
No, different ships, but the same cabin number.
But like
you
Canadian
request
cruise
that?
or a
Wait,
regular
somebody
cruise.
is my neighbor. Who?
I don't know. What are you? Where are you?
This is Baston.
9608.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm on the 7th deck.
I'm on 7.
I'm on 9, but I'm not. I'm.
It's the
I
other
guess not as
call.
close.
Sorry.
I don't know where I'm 7. Where are you, Mickey?
I think I'm 7-2. Wait, hold on. I have it written on a condom. Hold on. No, you think I'm joking? You absolutely think I'm joking. I'm not.
I know you're not. I know you're not.
I also have a Klingon special for anyone who needs to.
That's great.
I can't. Oh my god.
But no, I do have.
Oh my god.
One of these has my room number.
Oh my god.
Probably should keep
Where's my
track on.
remember? All right, confirmation.
Here we go.
I'm
Good
7.
for one free. Good for one free Umux.
Stop.
Are you kidding me?
7525.
I'm 7287. So we're on the same deck.
85 or 87? You're 85 and 87.
I'm
Your neighbors.
7525.
7287.
I mean, it's not like it's a key to the room. It's just the room. Hi, my name is Mickey, and here's my room number. I made blank ones too for other people to fill in the blanks.
Do you know what's gonna happen, Mickey? I'm gonna see you on deck 11. You know what's gonna happen.
This is Night of the Ryza. It's for the Ryza party. So I have these to give away too, and then you can fill in the blanks. I'm trading for drinks because I'm not getting a drink.
You don't have to trade for drinks. Oh my god.
I like it. I like it.
I have a whole bunch. I made like 200. Turns out you can buy condoms really cheap in bulk. It's almost as if they want you to use them and be safe.
Right.
So yeah, so that'll be fun. So that's for the Ryza night. I'll be dressed as a Ferengi.
Nice.
Giving out goods because I can't sell the goods.
I don't know. I'll be in a uniform or like a.
For the party at Ryza, for the Rising Moon party.
No, I'll be in the thong.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought. That's more appropriate. Thank you for bringing it. Yeah, no, that's
scam.
That's the night I'm going full Ferengi.
Not a scam.
Like I'm going
scam.
merchant style. Honestly, if I could sell this shit, I would, but I don't want to get kicked off the boat.
You should.
I can't. They'll kick me off the boat. Yes, they absolutely
All right,
will.
I have to go because it's gonna die here in New Hampshire. So
it's late. All right, we'll see you next week.
All right.
Can't wait to meet everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Okay, bye.
It's gonna end it, isn't it?